Don't leave me hanging. It's go time.
Hey everybody, this is Josh, and here we have a game between FireZerg, the Red Zerg. He's red like fire. He's a member of Nova, used to be called My Revenge, now it's Nova. He's the Red Zerg up here in the top right of Lost Temple. And his opponent, check this out, I'm going to use picture-in-picture to show you his opponent. Right there, that's iNkA. He's the blue Protoss down on the bottom of Lost Temple. That's right folks, I've got picture-in-picture now. It's exciting, and this is going to be the first cast where I actually try to use it effectively. I know a lot of times I actually miss things and have to go back and rewind, so now I'm going to try picture-in-picture, and this game is actually incredibly ridiculous. I've already watched through it, and I know that picture-in-picture is going to come in handy for some of these things, so I hope that I do okay on this trial run. And of course, you guys are free to leave me feedback about the picture-in-picture if you wish. So we'll see how things go. But so far, FireZerg scouting with his Overlord. Obviously, this is the closest spawn position to him, so he wants to go see if there's anything there. iNkA, of course, checks the close running positions first, so he can kind of decide what strategy he's going to do, and also try to block a hatchery from coming down for FireZerg. FireZerg doesn't have enough minerals to really do anything yet. He's still just droning up. I got that production tab open for you if you want to just watch that, and iNkA's already dropping a gateway, but he's not building it up here at his ramp, so clearly Zergling run-bys are not going to worry him for the time being, and this actually could be indicative of some sort of fast expand where he just builds stuff out here instead. So FireZerg does now get a look at iNkA's base. He saw that gas, he might have seen that gas get cancelled right there. iNkA actually changed his mind once that drone got in there, so that's pretty interesting stuff. FireZerg building a hatchery now before pool. No pool for FireZerg yet. I don't think I'm going to call him FireZerg the whole time. I'll probably just call him Zerg or Fire. Wow, iNkA is having to cancel a lot of stuff here. Two pylons canceled there. He was going to try to block FireZerg into his base, but that clearly wasn't going to work, so instead he just drops one pylon there. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. He doesn't have, obviously doesn't have a Cybernetics Core or a Forge, so that pylon's not going to make a huge difference at all at this point in the game. But FireZerg getting his hatchery up, iNkA not really doing much except getting the first Zealot out. He did have to cancel that pylon as well, so he's already canceled 3 pylons and an assimilator in this game. Cybernetics Core coming up now at a very normal time. He's going to continue chrono boosting out Zealots while he gets up, well, not 1, but 2 assimilators here. Fire is going to have a drone just get slaughtered there while he puts that Overlord in position to see what he can see. He probably is going to take this Overlord back over to the right side over here just so he can spy on the natural area. Fire's hatchery is done. His natural is up and running. He's getting a queen already. In his main, he doesn't have a queen yet. Does have 4 Zerglings building though, so he can be able to defend against this probe and this Zealot. We'll see what iNkA is able to do with these 2 little guys. This probe is actually almost dead already, so he's probably going to bite the dust. Yes, he does explode with a little blue flame there. Some Zerglings are nearly finished building. There's the first 2. They are going to chase this Zealot. Oh no, now it's 2 Zealots against 4 Lings. FireZerg still getting that queen out. Not going to be finished for another few seconds, but it does give these Zealots enough time to run away, save their own lives. FireZerg still doesn't have but 1 gas. I was going to say no gas, but he does have 1 gas. He hasn't spent any of it yet. There he does go for Zergling speed first with that first 100 gas. Is he getting another queen at his main? Yes, he is. Always a good thing to do. Also wants to start spreading creeps soon to connect these 2 bases before iNkA gets too many units on the field. iNkA is throwing up a 2nd and 3rd gateway right now. Cybernetics Core not done researching that warp gate. Instead, iNkA is going to be chrono boosting units out of his gateways before chrono boosting his gateway tech, or warp gate tech rather. And is this Overlord going to bite the dust at 14 damage a shot? I'm not sure this Stalker is going to have what it takes to kill this guy off. Oh, here at the front, we've got Lings, we've got Zealots. iNkA does have them on hold position, so I don't think these Lings are going to be able to sneak through, but that Overlord did escape with his life. 11 health, so close. One more shot would have done it from that Stalker. FireZerg very lucky actually to keep that alive. That saves him a larva and 100 minerals. So FireZerg, what you doing back at home? He has thrown up a spine crawler. He obviously sees all these tier 1 units. He saw them very quickly out of iNkA, and now he wants to be able to defend this hatchery so he doesn't fall behind. This Overlord not going to be as lucky as the one on the far left. He does go down. 3 warp gates now in in play here for iNkA. He did finally get that research done. Now he's just warping stuff in. He's got a forward pylon building right outside of his natural, so he will be able to expand over there at some point. Ooh, dropping a forge now too, so looks like he does want to try and secure an expansion for sure. Now is attacking with 3 Zealots and 4 Stalkers. He would be able to pick off this Overlord if he wants to. The Spinecrawler's back a bit far for him not to. FireZerg does fall in the red, but he does have a lot of Lings, 2 Queens, and a Spinecrawler. The second Spinecrawler is almost done building. The Lings go down. Spinecrawler's still up, killing off these Stalkers, or trying to with the help of these Queens. 1 Spinecrawler does go down. FireZerg could be in trouble. He's only got 2 Queens. They don't have enough energy for transfusions. There is 1 Spinecrawler left alive. I don't know why iNkA's really falling back here. He doesn't want to lose any Stalkers. Obviously, he did get a slight unit advantage there and wants to hold on to it, so he does head home a little bit, still warping in more units back at home at his natural. A little bit of a frame rate dip. That's really super annoying. I hope that fixes itself here in the next few seconds. But iNkA is going to push right back in here. He's got 2 sentries in tow this time around. Let's see what he's able to do. Looks like just a really slow flame. Oh my god, this sucks. Okay, so now the frame rate is good, and drones are dying. iNkA still has a little bit of an army left. He's got 2 sentries, 3 Stalkers, versus 2 Queens, some Lings, and drones. FireZerg did have to pull drones there to try and defend this off. And FireZerg actually not in too bad a shape. He did lose those 2 Spinecrawlers, but still has a decent number of units. Oh, and now the Lings do a great job getting surround on the rest of these units. These Stalkers are unable to go anywhere. They obviously don't have Blink yet. They are going to be smothered by Lings and poked at by this Queen and killed off. Sorry about that little hiccup there with the frame rate. That's always just really annoying. I've tried everything I can to fix that. I've even partitioned my hard drive to prevent Fraps from doing that bull crap to me. And yeah, so anyway, FireZerg keeping an eye on this natural expansion. He is going to see another gateway go down. Don't know if he saw this forge. Did he? No, he hasn't yet. So he's not going to know about this cannon until right now when these Lings run in. iNkA does drop force fields there to prevent any more Lings from running in, but with all these guys in here not attacking the probes yet, not sure what he's doing. A bunch of roaches arrive at the front gate now. They are going to try and focus down this cannon while the Stalkers and Zealot and Sentries kill off those Lings. Now iNkA trying to plug that hole there with another gateway and his units. He looks like he is going to be able to deal with the Lings quite well, and with this many Stalkers against this many Roaches, I think iNkA will do just fine. FireZerg tries to reinforce here, so he's up to 5 Roaches, but only 3 of them are actually moving right now. iNkA gets a lot of free shots on this Roach in the back, while FireZerg tries to recoup. He starts attacking that gateway, but with these Stalkers here, iNkA could actually just throw 2 Stalkers up here and be fine fending this off. Now he warps in 2 more Stalkers, and it looks like FireZerg is not content with that. He's going to drop 4 or 5 creep tumors at a time right now. Has Overlords crapping all the while. So it looks like he will be able to spread creep all the way to iNkA's front door pretty quick if he continues at this rate. FireZerg taking over that Xel'Naga tower as well, always good to see. Another hatchery's coming down now for FireZerg at his natural expansion. If we look at the tech, there is a lair up, Roach Warren and 1 Evo chamber, researching range +1. Oh, we've got another little fight going on here. Looks like, I don't know, FireZerg probably has the unit advantage here. iNkA is starting to retreat, but Warpin's being so nice, he can just warp in 2 Stalkers right away to help reinforce that. These creep tumors still moving across the map. Anyway, in iNkA's main, he hasn't actually built anything additional. Just has 5 gateways at this point and a forge, already upgraded +1 weapons for his ground units. Not sure what he's going to be doing next, but both players on 2 bases. We look at units real quick. It's 42 drones to 41 probes. Very, very even there. And both guys just producing as many units as they can. Keep butting heads here in the middle around that Xel'Naga watchtower area. This hatchery coming up for FireZerg is certainly going to help him. He's doing pretty well on economy. I'd like to see him drop gas number 3 and 4. iNkA's already done it, and he's really benefiting from it. That means he can get more sentries on the field and obviously more force fields as a result. What is iNkA doing over here? I don't think he's going to try and expand over there at the high yield, so he's pushing in a little bit here. He's going to get at least 1 Overlord kill. That's great for him, pushing FireZerg into the red again. He might have even been able to get a second one there before being forced to retreat by all those Roaches. Check this out, Burrow coming in now for FireZerg. Looks like armor level 1, so that range 1 must have finished already. Yes, it has. Here we have another big encounter. That Overlord does go down, but those are shots that were not focusing on Roaches. Good force fields here, pinning out a good 6 or 7 units of FireZerg. iNkA focusing down all these lings first and foremost, then dropping another force field. That one was kind of a bad one. All the sentries are dead now, so we just have Stalkers versus Roaches and Queens. These Queens are certainly going to help. They are actually a lot of DPS, but once they get off the creep, they're not going to be that helpful. Here, we have split forces. I'm going to try picture-in-picture right here at 14 minutes and 0 seconds. We'll see how that works. So Stalkers fighting here at the front lines for iNkA. Well, that wasn't really a great picture-in-picture. It was pretty short, but but I have to try out this new technology anyway. iNkA still warping in more units at his front. Now we've got split forces again. So let's go with picture-in-picture again at 14 minutes 30 seconds. These Stalkers being attacked by the Roaches. Over on the left side, we have all these Roaches pursuing the Stalkers of iNkA, splitting his forces right there. I'm not sure who's going to benefit from that the most. It looks like iNkA is going to be able to hold his front line. No, he might not. He loses all his Stalkers, and those Roaches are still pursuing his Stalkers over on the left side of the map. And end picture-in-picture here, we'll see that Stalkers are the Stalkers did actually evade the Roaches for long enough to stay alive, and iNkA was able to fortify his front quick enough so that FireZerg was not able to break it. Oh, but now FireZerg's back already with a ton of Roaches. 115 food against 75. FireZerg with a huge army advantage right here. Good force field right there. Keeps those lings from getting in, but he is able to take out that warp gate with almost no problem. Barely any losses at all. He's still at 114 food after that little fight. Looks like iNkA actually found a drone trying to expand up here for FireZerg and killed it off. He's still got 4 Stalkers here, but FireZerg is pissed. He did not want that hatchery to be found or killed, so he is sending 50 million Roaches to deal with 4 Stalkers. I think FireZerg's probably going to get the better end of this. Oh, check out the production tab right now. 2 robotics facilities coming in for iNkA, while we have tunneling claws upgrading for Roaches, so we might see some burrowed Roaches, but with 2 robotics facilities, it's going to be very easy to get observers out, and I don't like this placement of the robotics facility this close to the cliff. Obviously, one Overlord could just peek up like right here and have Roaches attack it from all sides. Just tuck it back a little bit, like right here would be fine. But anyway, FireZerg at 140 supply, tons and tons of Roaches. iNkA at 90 supply, just a lot of tier 1 units so far. He is adding on 2 more gateways, more pylons. He's got a Twilight Council already researching Blink, which is very good for him. These 2 Stalkers managed to live through the Roach assault here a second ago. Oh, he might actually... Oh, he stops another expansion from FireZerg from going down. iNkA's doing a great job there, killing off those drones as they appear. And FireZerg's pissed off again. He's sending a bunch of lings this time to come deal with this annoying Stalker of iNkA. And it looks like he is going to be able to take that out. So those robotics facilities finish up. Immortals are coming out first. Obviously a great decision to deal with those Roaches, but there is a warp prism here as well